Hello everybody, happy meal prep day. Today is Sunday, so you're gonna see this on Monday, and we are meal prepping. So this is pretty much how I'm gonna meal prep all month. So I just thought I would share with you how I'm doing it. And this is probably my most organized, with a purpose meal prep that I've ever done. So that's what I'm doing. And this cutest notebook that I stole from the children, I'll show you. I have made out, ignore the handwriting, you guys, but I made out March. And then each day I have it listed, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack idea, and dessert if we're having dessert. And I purposely left like a lot of room, and I spaced it out because I want to take notes, add any notes that I want to take in a different color as the month goes on. So like for new recipes, say I want, you know, we really didn't care for one, or we thought that one was like super fabulous, and I want to make sure that I put like a bunch of stars or woohoo or something. Might even break out some stickers, whatever, just so that I have this, and then I will go through this whole notebook. So this should last me like 6 months or so. And then, you know, where I made out my plan here on, you know, Monday we're gonna have muffins, Tuesday or Monday lunch would be salads, and then I kind of went through dinners with an Asian and then a Mexican and a crock pot. I'm gonna switch that up month to month. Like I already know next month we're gonna have a fish night, and I already know next month I'm gonna do a sheet pan dinner, so I'll probably swap out crock pot for sheet pan, and I might add an Instapot night. Just kind of keep flipping it out, switching it around, but I want to make sure that I hold on to these so that way I can mix and match them and go back to recipes or whatever that I made that is like, you know, I know that I really want that. So for meal prep, what I'm doing is I'm going through this week, and so I'll go on and just tell you what I'm having this week. If things are misspelled or you can't read it, it's okay, I'm gonna read it to you. Just know that's not my thing. You know, that's not my strong suit. Okay, so like Sunday, that's today, we did oatmeal. I'm gonna set out some cheese, crackers, yogurt, and then we're gonna make a chocolate cherry trail mix. Tonight, I'm gonna make a whole chicken, so I got that thawed out. I'm gonna make some mashed potatoes, crescent rolls. We're gonna have sparkling juice, glazed carrots, peas, green beans, and I'm making strawberry shortcake trifle. So I will do the strawberry shortcake trifle as part of this meal prep because I need that for tonight. But tomorrow, we're gonna have apple bread in the morning with orange juice and grapes. So I'm gonna go on and make the orange juice. I'm gonna go on and do the apple bread and get my grapes ready. I'm gonna make up the peanut butter balls, and I'm gonna go on and make Caesar salad kits so that it's just ready to go. I'm not gonna do anything with the cashew chicken, stir fry, and rice. I'm not gonna do anything with the Butterfinger Lush. And snack is just kind of leftover breakfast. Tuesday is pancakes, and I could make those as part of meal prep, but I'm honestly not going to because I make sheet pan pancakes and they love them, and it's better fresh. And same with the black beans and rice. It's so easy to throw together for their hot lunch on Tuesday that I'm not worried about that either. I'll do those Tuesday morning. Ultimate nachos though, I'm going to go on today and I'm going to make the taco meat. I'm making homemade refried beans. So that way I've got all that together and I can just throw in the nachos. And then for snack, we're doing nachos, veggies, and hummus. So I'm going to go on and make the hummus today. Then we're doing chocolate peanut butter smoothie, not stressed about that. Sandwiches, I'm going to go on and make a bunch of sandwiches and put them in the freezer. Some are having meatball subs. I actually already have meatballs made and in my freezer from a few weeks ago when I made spaghetti and meatballs. Valentine's Day, actually. We did spaghetti and meatballs, so I put some meatballs up. So I won't make those ahead of time. And the veggie subs, I won't make ahead of time. I will cut up some veggies though today so that I have veggies ready to go for this. Salisbury steak, I'm not going to make that ahead of time, or any of the veggies and stuff that go with that. Monster oatmeal cookie bars, I'm not doing that. Hot pretzels and clementines, I'm not doing that. Eggs, toast, and juice, I'm not doing anything for that. The BLT wraps that they're going to have for lunch on Thursday, I'm going to go on and make the bacon so that I have that ready to go. Potatoes, eggs, and fruit, lemonade, trail mix. I don't need to do anything with any of that. Yogurt parfaits. I could make those, but that is so far ahead because that's Friday. I think I'll probably make those like the night before instead of during meal prep. Lunch meat sandwiches, peanut butter sandwiches, those I'm going to have in the freezer ready to go. Lasagna. I am very, very busy Friday night. It's Ronnie's opening night with her play, so I'm going to go on and make the lasagna today. Get it all ready to go, but pop it into the freezer so that I can just pull it out of the freezer Thursday night and it's ready to go Friday when we're ready to eat. And the cherry Dr. Pepper cake, I will make that just sometime Friday morning. And okay, so hopefully you kind of got what I was saying. That's the method that I used to figure out what I wanted to make. And now, just real quick, so what I am making today, what we're about to go crank out real quick, is some chocolate cherry trail mix, some strawberry shortcake trifle, but that's for tonight. Apple bread for tomorrow. I'm going to go on and make up some orange juice. The peanut butter balls and the Caesar salad kits, we're going to make those up. We're going to chop up some veggies. We're going to make the bacon for the BLT wraps. We're going to make the lasagna for the freezer. Taco meat for the nachos, and going to make the refried beans also for the nachos. Hummus for snacking, and we're going to make up some sandwiches and get those in the freezer so that I have them for sandwiches. So I'm going to make some roundwiches, peanut butter, some roundwiches that are Nutella, and then I'm going to make some ham and cheese and some turkey and cheese sandwiches, and I'm going to put those in bags in the freezer. All right, let's go get started doing some meal prep. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go on and cook my bacon, and I've already got beans soaking to make the refried beans. It is 12:46. We'll see what I can get done today in my list. I'm just going to pop this in the oven so I can kind of forget about it. Okay, next, apron on, and I'm going to go on and do what I got to do for getting dessert ready for tonight, because I got to make sure that I have whatever I need for dinner for tonight first. So we are doing these strawberry shortcake trifles. So I'm gonna go on and get out some of our sliced frozen strawberries, mix them in with some sugar and let that sit for a few hours. And we're gonna go on and make the angel food cake. I did just buy a cake mix for that, just an angel food cake mix. Just to keep things just on the super simple side. And that's what we're doing next. Okay, and then these strawberries, I'm just gonna set it aside now, and all that sugar on there is gonna make this syrupy goodness. Luke is getting excited. I think they're all about to go outside though, because it's like 60 degrees here. But yeah, we're gonna set that aside and make our angel food cake. All right guys, so this is the cake mix that I'm using, and could not be easier. It's just add some water, mix it. It says we're gonna beat it low speed for 30 seconds and then high to medium speed for a minute. Pour it in an ungreased pan. So I got my pan here. That's it. Bake it in the oven. So let's do it. into the lasagna meat sauce because that has to simmer for quite a while. Sometimes I make that in the crock pot, but other times I'll just make it on the stovetop. So today I'm just gonna make it on the stovetop. So let's go on and put that together. Okay, here I'm gonna start with some olive oil. A half an onion. garlic. I'm just going to cook that for a minute. I'm going to add some salt. Pepper. Then I'm going to add Italian sausage and ground beef. Alright, and to this we're going to add a couple tablespoons of sugar, a little crushed red pepper, Italian seasoning. I did quite a bit of that. And I would normally add fennel seed, but I'm out, and I didn't know I was. I'm going to add 2 cans of tomato sauce, 1 can of crushed tomato, and 2 cans of tomato paste. I love you, babe. And then I'm going to cover, and I'm going to just let this go on low I'm just going to let that cook on low now for an hour or so, just till whenever. Stir it occasionally as I think about it. But since we're on meats and I'm already doing all that, I'm going to go in and get my pan and make the taco meat real quick. So for this, I am just doing 2 pounds of ground turkey. We always use ground turkey. For our tacos. And I love to use my chopper for this because it gets it really fine, which is great. Okay, next we're gonna make the apple fritter bread, and that's for their breakfast tomorrow. Okay, I'm starting with my loaf pan, and it is just lined with foil because this gets very sticky, and then I sprayed the inside with just some non-stick spray. Okay, next we're gonna mix 1/3 cup brown sugar and a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then we're going to set that aside. Okay, and then in this bowl we're going to do 1.5 cups of flour, 1 3/4 baking powder teaspoons, and we're just going to mix that together. And set that aside. And then we're going to take 2/3 cup of sugar, And 1 stick or half a cup of softened butter. And then we're going to cream that together. We're going to beat in our eggs one at a time. 2 eggs. We're going to add our vanilla. About 1½ teaspoons. We're going to add in our flour mixture. Okay, and then I have 2 apples chopped. I'm gonna just toss that with a little sugar and some cinnamon. Let's toss that and set this aside. Okay, babe. Okay, and then we're just gonna layer this. So we're gonna take half of our batter. It's just half of everything. Half the batter. Hold on, Luke. With half the apples. Half the brown sugar mixture. Honey, I'm getting it. Hold on. Top this with the remaining apples and brown sugar mixture. And then just lightly give it a pat. Okay, so that's gonna bake for about 60 minutes or until you can insert a toothpick and it comes out clean at 350 degrees. Let's move on to peanut butter balls. Okay, I have shown this many times, our peanut butter balls. This is a weekly lunch that my girls love. Peanut butter, honey, vanilla, cinnamon, stir it up. Dry powdered milk. I do not measure any of this. It's just if it's too wet, add more milk. If it's too dry, add more honey. I just kind of know how to do it. I've been making these since Jake and Kate were little. And I just roll them into balls and put them in a container. Luke is excited. And then just put these in the fridge. Okay, next I'm going to make the salad kits for their lunch tomorrow. I only need 4 salads because William gets free salad at work and Jake and Kate eat lunch at home with me. So I just have 4 that I am packing salads in tomorrow. So let's make those. So I just have these containers. I get them off Amazon. And I'm just gonna fill them with the lettuce. And then I have these little dressing containers, again off Amazon, so I'm gonna fill them up with some Caesar dressing.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this.
And Veronica loves Thousand Island dressing, so I will fill hers up. Thousand Island. And then these just have this little screw-on lid, so they just pop the top and squeeze it, and it just pops right out. And then I have some shredded Parmesan to sprinkle on top. Everybody but Ronnie, she likes hers just plain, so I will just put her dressing in there. And I'll put everybody their dressing in. Pop the lid on. And then in these smaller containers, I am going to just add, that was a bit wet. I'm going to add croutons. Put a lid on those. And now the salad kits are done. Okay, next I'm gonna throw in the refried beans into my Instapot. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my beans that I soaked. Just pinto beans. And I'm gonna add water to cover the beans and go just a little bit over. And then I just get creative. This is some Worcestershire sauce. I just throw in this and that. I got some jalapeno juice going in. Some garlic. I love this better than bouillon. Just throw a scoop of that in. Then I'm gonna add some cumin. A little bit of nutmeg. Nutmeg goes good with this. I know that's kind of weird, but it really does go good with it. Some liquid smoke. Onion powder. A little chili powder. And then I'll just stir that all together. Okay, make sure that this is on the not venting. So it's sealed. And then down here, we're going to pick pressure cook. And I'm gonna do it for 30 minutes. All right, next I'm just gonna make my orange juice. It's just this frozen orange juice in a can. That way I have that ready for tomorrow. And this picture is from my mother from when I was a kid. It has been around forever. Okay guys, so we don't have that much left to do. We gotta make our chocolate cherry trail mix. Chopped veggies, I'm not really stressed about that anymore because honestly, I can do that tomorrow. And I just checked my freezer and I don't really have room to put a whole lasagna. So I made the meat sauce. I'm gonna go on and put that in the freezer. So then Friday morning I can assemble everything else, just keep it in the fridge until it's time to pop it in, which will still be a huge help. So I'm gonna just do it that way. Sorry, my it's just hanging open. I need to make up some hummus and I need to make these sandwiches. So that's what we have left to do. So let's go on and make the hummus. Okay, so here we go. This is super, super easy. It's 1 can of rinsed and drained garbanzo beans. And I add some cumin, onion powder, garlic, a little water, 1 pepperoni pepper, the juice of half of a lemon, and some tahini. Get it out. That's it. Turn it on. Okay, so the hummus, what we'll use that for is to dip our veggies in. The kids love that and I like it. And I keep it very mild, not tons of flavor because you can always add stuff to it. But it makes a great spread because some of them like veggie wraps and we're going to have that. Veggie subs, veggie wraps, and they don't really care for mayonnaise. So this is like a use that in place of mayonnaise. They get a little bit more protein going with the chickpeas. And it really is good. And it makes a fabulous sandwich. Alright, next we're going to just mix together in a big bag this trail mix. Okay, I'm going to start with some Cheerios. Just unsweetened Cheerios in a bag. Then I'm going to add some almonds, chocolate chips, and I have some pumpkin seeds, Yep, our beans are done. And I grabbed wild blueberries, meant to grab cherries. And dried cherries. And some white chocolate chips. Let's mix this all up. Okay, and now real quick, I'm gonna make this instant cheesecake pudding because I forgot to do that, and that goes with our strawberry shortcake trifle that we're doing. All right, and that's it. I'm gonna set this in the fridge to just cool for a little bit, and then we'll assemble that trifle in a minute. Okay, next I need to make a little icing to go with the apple fritter cake or bread. So it's just some powdered sugar and a tiny bit of milk. Just like that. So I can just kind of drizzle it on top. And this is the apple fritter bread. So we're gonna lift that out of the container. Oh, look at us fall apart. And I'm just gonna drizzle icing on it. And here is our big angel food cake. So all I'm gonna do with that is I'm just gonna use my hands because I'm just tearing it into chunks. All right, now we're gonna assemble this. So I'm gonna take some of the angel food cake, put it down at the bottom, like half. And then our beautiful sugared strawberries. Pop those in here. About half for a little bit of that juice in there. Take that cheesecake pudding that we made, put that in, about half. Half a container of Cool Whip. And then repeat. Top it with one fresh strawberry. All right, now back to our beans that we're making. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this liquid out. I'm going to use my immersion blender. And that's it. Now these, you guys, thicken up a lot when they sit, but if you want it thicker, just take more of the water out or add a little less when you cook it. But once these thicken up, they'll be exactly how we like it. We don't like it super, super thick like a paste, but we like it thicker than this. This is more like a soup would be, but it won't be that way after it cools. Okay, all I got left to do is make sandwiches, but break time, time out, because it is 4 o'clock and I actually have to get dinner in the oven. I'm making a whole chicken tonight. So you saw the trifle, we made that, and I'm making, I forget what all I told you, mashed potatoes, glazed carrots, all kind of stuff. So I'm gonna take a break, and then when I come back, after I get this chicken going, we will make these sandwiches and get those in the freezer. Okay, I'm back. Let's make some sandwiches real quick. I'm gonna go on and make the roundwiches first. They're not really roundwiches. I make these little teddy bear sandwiches. This is just a cute cutter that I got from Amazon. You stamp in a little cute teddy bear face and assemble your sandwiches with this. And then the crust that's left over, I'm gonna put in the bag, and I'll make homemade croutons later on. Not today, because I'm getting so tired. But that's what we're gonna do. Okay, next I'm just gonna do the ham and the turkey. Now, it is just plain ham on bread and plain turkey on bread. And then what I do is I have little condiment containers. So I will send some like lettuce and tomato in separate containers so the bread and stuff doesn't get all soggy, the sandwiches. And then I will send condiments, some mayonnaise or whatever, in containers when I actually send them in their lunches. Show you in here is the good sauce then for the lasagna. Okay guys, that wraps up meal prep. I'm wore out and they want my attention, but here is what my fridge looks like right now. So here's that beautiful trifle that we're gonna have for dinner, and then you can see everything has been kind of meal prepped in here and ready to go. I will move this to the freezer. And the bacon, I'll move that to the freezer. These will be gone tomorrow, along with the peanut butter rolls. So, there you have it. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I gotta go finish dinner. Luke wants something to eat. So, I'll try to start earlier next week so I have time to set it all out and the energy to set everything all out and show you an overview of everything that we made. It just can't happen today because it's 4:30 and I'm wore out. So I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Bye everybody.